So maybe in the next 5 minutes, I can convince you that you should listen to what I have to say, and maybe this will help me in my seeking. Right now, I'm just a guy in his boxer shorts sitting on this futon that my mom's dogs used to sleep on. It was at her house. We moved it down here to Newport, Kentucky, where I stay now, so I can sleep on it. For a little while, a really pretty girl slept on it with me, but she don't sleep here anymore. And I don't blame her. You see, we are both what they like to call drug addicts. And I don't know if that's a defining characteristic of my personality, but the outside world certainly seems to think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it overrides all else. I know that in a lot of scenarios, it drives my decision making in a manner in which I would not approve of myself. Uh, so I'm not free in that respect, but I'm not sure if any of us are truly free. Not only do I feel bound by drug addiction, I feel bound by the chase for personal comfort and success in society, and a bunch of things that I don't know if really matter in the true plight of life. Um, my name, they call me Mark Joseph Eckler. Um, Eckler's a German last name, but my bloodline or supposed bloodline is so confused. I don't know if I'm German or not. Maybe none of us really do. Maybe we just have this thought of, people ask me about the past and things, and I don't think I know anything more than 31 years ago, because that's how old I am, and probably the first 5 years, I don't really remember that either. So, I can really only talk about what I observe and what's going on. I live in a society that appears to be cut off or something. No real emotional connections, only want for financial and emotional security. Seems a constant want to take from the other to get more for yourself, and I'm guilty too of the same behavior. I wish I could be a loving, giving, and caring person, but for whatever reason, I'm not that most of the time. I feel that way, but my actions don't follow suit. My my mother was a musician, and my father either was a musician or was a sound guy. There's two different versions of who my father may be. But either way, music was involved, and I think that's been a key part of my life. I was raised in the Southern Baptist Church. Well, by that I mean on Sundays I went to the Southern Baptist Church with my grandma and grandfather Eckler. And I went there till I was about 14 years old. I'm still welcome with open arms when I do choose to return to the church, but usually if I do, it's just to play the piano, because that piano is like getting reacquainted with an old friend. Um, I have loved as best I know love to be. I've lost as hard as I know lost to be. I feel responsible for things. A friend of mine was murdered down in Florida, for example. I was the one who convinced her, or maybe not necessarily solely convinced her, but was a part of convincing her to go to Florida and that she would be safe. And in the end, I ended up leaving, and she stayed, and she was killed. That weighs heavy on me often, along with other things. Uh, Women have been a big problem in my life, or the want of women, the want of companionship. I have found, it seems, a lot of the women who I've been involved with have seen that weakness in me and have been more than willing to take advantage of it. I don't know if it's a weakness or if it's how we're supposed to be, but I feel this compassion. Also, I feel, women who are taken advantage of, I feel a deep compassion towards them and a hatred for what I see happen to them in the world, when strangely at the same time I have everything I see in the outside world I have a want for within myself. I don't want women to be taken advantage of and controlled, but yet I find that I prey on broken wings type women without wanting to, and I don't know why that happens. A lot of what I see in myself is what I see in society that I despise. And, the whole Gandhi thing, be the change you want to see, and I fail at that. The town I live in, the whole area I live in, is just under this heroin epidemic right now. I never saw heroin until I was 25 years old. I remember the first time I did it, it was in the parking lot of Frisch's, and I don't know if you know it, but like Big Boy, Frisch's Big Boy, and I didn't ever think it would come to this. I thought if it gets bad, I'll go to, rehab and it'll be over. And I've been to rehab and detox tons of times, and it's not over. I don't know if it ever will be. Understand that it's likely that I'll die from this, and I don't know. It's unfortunate, or if that's just the way it is. But over the next few videos, I'm going to give a history of who I am, and then I'm going to give some of my views on the world, and if anybody gives a shit, they can listen and they can comment back. Thank you.